So hi everyone, my name is Eder, and in today's video we're not actually going to be interpreting any dreams, but in fact in this video we're actually going to be celebrating 1 year of me doing this channel. And in total I actually checked all the dreams that I've interpreted on this channel, and it actually turned out to be 59 dreams. So that's a lot of dreams. Now on the title I did say 60. Now obviously I did want to round up, since 60 sounds better than 59, but in any case, you know, I do interpret other people's dreams aside from this channel. So right, like friends, family members. And so sometimes, right, you know, like it's probably more than 60. But on this channel, it's 59. And I've actually done 30 videos in 1 year. Now, in reality, I did actually start this channel on April 23rd of 2020. So this is right when like the pandemic was, you know, hitting the whole world and stuff. I think it was hitting Canada like in February. But this channel all started with basically Holy Spirit showing me that you need to basically do a channel where you interpret dreams, right? I gave you this gift, and so you have to use it. And so, yeah, so it's funny, you know, this is a dream interpretation channel. And yeah, Holy Spirit did show me through a dream that I needed to start this channel. But yeah, it's been 1 year of me basically interpreting people's dreams. And that's crazy that I've interpreted 59 dreams. And yeah, I've done 30 videos. That's that's crazy to think about, right? And as I'm speaking right now, we actually have 38 subscribers on the channel. And if this is your first time here, and this is your first time here on the channel, I actually interpret dreams. And just so you guys know, I don't take real people's names. I always tell people to give me an alias, but you can check the description for everything you need, including your dream. And just a quick note is actually that I don't charge anything. And the reason I say that is actually because, you know, there's a lot of other Christians that do that, and I do not agree with that, right? There's no charge at all. But yeah, but if you do want to send me your dreams, you can send it to me at my email, which is dreaminterpretation2020@gmail.com. And yeah, and also consider subscribing, right? Consider helping the channel. But in any case, yeah, so like I mentioned, right, that's a long time. I've been doing it for 1 year. It's crazy to think that I've interpreted so many dreams, and I can't wait for next year because like I stated, right, at the end of the day, I am actually doing what Holy Spirit has called me to do, right? And so, yeah, it brings me joy to help people, you know, so many people that don't know what their dream means, right? And so, yeah, you can definitely guarantee that I'm going to be doing this for the years to come. Wherever I am in the world or whatever I'm doing, I'll always be interpreting your guys' dreams, right, that you send me. And on top of that, another thing that I wanted to mention also for the upcoming year is that Holy Spirit has also told me around like a couple months ago that I needed to start preaching, right? And so he actually told me that I needed to start preaching. And I was like, I don't really want to, you know, it was kind of like, I'll ask for confirmation. But yeah, Holy Spirit did tell me I had to do a huge preachings. And so, but yeah, and he actually told me the one I needed to start. And you know what? I would say it's like 98% finished, but I need to add a couple of things. But, you know, due to time and stuff, and since I just recently moved, well, I've been settled here for I think like 2 months. But yeah, like I was saying, right? And so you guys can definitely expect those huge videos, right? They're past an hour, and it's funny how, you know, it comes so quickly, right? As soon as I'm doing a video, so I'm still a noob, right? I'm still a noob during preachings, but that's what Holy Spirit told me to do, and so that's what you guys can expect on the channel, right, for the upcoming year. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that, yeah, in this video, I'm also going to pick out my three favorite dreams out of the whole year. And so, yeah, so let's get started, right? So the first dream that I got to say I really enjoyed, the person that sent me this dream was actually Emily. So Emily sent me her future dream, and this actually was like one of the biggest videos on my channel that got a lot of attraction, right? But this dream had to do with America. Now, Emily, of course, and like I mentioned, right, this is the real person's names. I always change the names because dreams can be personal, right? But Emily's dream had to do about the upcoming future, the near future of America, right? And so I don't live in America. As you guys know, right, I am Canadian. And so, you know, Holy Spirit's not going to show me so much. He has before showed me stuff about other countries. But since, you know, I don't live in America, it doesn't really affect me if I live there, especially with the whole politics thing. But yeah, Holy Spirit did show Emily about what's to come in the near future, about what's to happen with this election, right? What happened? Well, during the time that she sent me this dream, the whole election just passed, if I'm remembering correctly. And so Joe Biden won. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys watch that video because especially if you are American, because this dream actually talks about what's going to happen after the election. And so basically right now, right? But of course, Holy Spirit didn't show me the exact time it was going to happen, but Holy Spirit did show me that it was the near future. But yeah, like I mentioned, right, this is a huge dream. A lot of people watch the video. And so, but if you guys haven't, I'll leave the video tag right up here so that you guys can watch it. But yeah, really awesome dream. Holy Spirit was just showing Emily everything that's going to happen in the near future for America. And so yeah, it's a really awesome dream. All right, so the second dream is actually not really a dream. It's actually a vision. And actually, now that I think about it, this is actually the first vision that I've interpreted on the channel. And so this was actually, who sent me? I think it was Robert. Yeah, so Robert's vision interpretation. So yeah, that's really awesome. It's the first vision I've gotten to interpret on the channel. And sure enough, Robert's vision was basically talking about the next major revival that's coming for the world. Right. And so this isn't just this local area, right? It's not about a country that's going to receive revival. No, this is basically, if I remember correctly, Robert's vision had to do with the countdown to when the huge revival was going to happen for the whole world. And God was basically showing Robert, this was an open vision too. And so he wasn't sleeping. Those are, I think, called night visions. I think that's what people call them, right? When you're sleeping and then you have a vision. No, this was literally, he was sitting on the living room. He had a vision and he saw a clock that basically started a countdown, right? And it was going the other way rather than the normal way, which represented a countdown. And so, yeah, I just interpreted that recently, so that's why I remember a lot of the vision. But yeah, really awesome vision. Like I mentioned, this whole vision was basically talking about the next major revival for the whole entire world. And it's basically, the countdown has started. And so if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend. I'll leave a tag, just like I did with the other video, right up here. And so, yeah. But anyways, yeah, Robert's vision was totally awesome. All right, so now I think my third favorite and the last favorite dream of the whole entire year, I think I have to give it to Alexander. So Alexander actually, if I remember correctly, he actually had two dreams. But Holy Spirit, which was very interesting because I've never interpreted somebody's dream where God has showed them so specifically. But Holy Spirit was showing Alexander names of towns, names of areas, right, of countries, right? So he knew that he was in a country, but he would actually be going in the dream and it was a recurring dream, which basically means that Holy Spirit is basically putting emphasis that, you need to know this, right? And so that's why Alexander was having these recurring dreams. But basically the dreams always had to do with him going to a location, and in the dream, he would actually know he would know in the dream what the place was called. And so and he'd never been there. So when he'd wake up, he would actually go on Google Maps, type in the actual place that God actually showed him in the dream. And like I said, he's never been there in real life. And sure enough, the area that God showed him in the dream was an actual place in real life, right? And so that was a recurring thing. But what if I remember correctly, what Alexander told me was that these areas were all basically concentrated in Kosovo, Albania, and North Macedonia. So basically Eastern Europe, right? And that was just a huge dream about Alexander's calling and essentially his purpose that God has placed for him. And so if I remember correctly, because this was a while back, but Alexander's dream was basically focused on him going to several locations, always driving, and he was basically helping the locals wherever he was in the dreams. And like I said, this was a recurring dream, but it was never the same exact place. But what was funny is that all those places were places in real life, right? He went, as soon as he woke up, he remembered the name of the place in the dream, and he had never been to those places. And sure enough, those places were real. And so, that's the first time I've ever interpreted somebody's dream where it's so clear, essentially, right? It wasn't a vision, but it was so clear that, God was just giving him names. You have to go here. You have to go here. You have to go here, right? This is what your purpose is. He was showing him his future, essentially. And so that was a totally awesome dreams. But those three dreams, or two dreams and one vision, like I mentioned, right? They were really, those were my favorite out of the whole year. And I wanted to keep it down to three because I didn't want to just watch all the videos of all the interpretations, because like I stated at the beginning, I've interpreted 59 dreams on this channel in 1 year, right? And so, it's a huge, accomplishment. I'm so glad that Holy Spirit, that Holy Spirit has given me this gift of understanding dreams and the gift of interpreting them, right? And I've helped so many of you guys that have sent me your dreams. And so I just have to give it up to Holy Spirit. Yeah, Holy Spirit is awesome. And so I'm so glad that I could help you guys, So, but in any case, that's everything I wanted to say in the video. And there's one more thing also. I also started to do live streams like around a couple months ago. Now I have to say I'm still not the best at doing live streams, right? I still need to buy a couple more equipment so that it looks the best and stuff. But live streaming and doing videos and then editing them is a completely different thing. And so I'm still new. I wouldn't say I'm like 100% comfortable in doing live streams, but I think it's awesome that Holy Spirit has just been showing me. I've been getting used to delivering messages, right? Interpretations live, right? And so, but it's still something I need to work on. And you know what? This whole channel, now that I'm thinking about it, since the beginning, I never talked in front of a camera for so long. And so, now that I look back a year, I've actually grown a lot, in my comfort zone for talking to a camera, because it's a really weird thing to just be sitting down in an empty room and talking to a camera, right? But I would say, Holy Spirit has really helped me out in getting comfortable, and I'm actually thinking, like the first video, I was only shooting it through an iPhone. I did not have a mic, right? I noticed a lot of the angles would be crooked because I didn't have a tripod, right? I only had a little tripod. But like I said, Holy Spirit has really showed me a lot. I've had to learn a lot of different software, a lot of different, things. Holy Spirit, essentially gave me the opportunity to buy a mic, to buy a camera, right? To buy an audio, what's it called? I always forget the name. But in any case, so I've had to learn a lot. And I still have a lot to learn, right, on this whole YouTube thing. But I just wanted to say, thank you to Holy Spirit for showing me all this. And I'm so glad that I've been able to help, so many of you, interpret your dreams, right? And so, but anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. And make sure to leave a like, right? It really helps out the channel. And like I mentioned, right, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing. And also, if you have a dream, feel free to send it to me at my email, which is dreaminterpretation2020 at gmail.com. And also make sure to check that description down below, because I have a checklist of what to include in your dream email. And so but thank you so much for watching, everybody. I just wanted to do this video to basically celebrate 1 year of interpreting dreams. And you know what? I can't wait for the next year. And so thank you so much for watching, everybody, and God bless.